Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz, along with rookie Mankiewicz, and we have a message for you. Jesus. Never, not one time, subscribe to TYT Sports. Welcome to TYT Sports, special guest correspondent here at TYT Sports, Michael Shure.
Glad to be here, Ben. I'm going to give it 110% coming into your building.
A very exciting time for Michael, San Francisco 49ers fan, and the Niners are like 6-3, and they're playing better, and they might win that division, near as I can tell.
Yeah, it's great, and I predicted that this team would do this well. I had us at 8-1 going into the season. Of course, going into the 1989 season. Right,
89 season.
Yeah.
Rick Strom and Jesus are out there producing the show and directing it. So here's what's weird about the Niners and why
that they're 8-1.
Well, people keep betting against them, including for a while. I've now stopped, but they didn't have. They were like, it wasn't that they were a bad 7-1 team, but you could still be like, man, it's hard to be this unimpressive and be 7-1. Like, they're good, clearly.
Yeah.
But it didn't seem to me that they weren't dominating anybody. They had the win over Detroit, which felt a little lucky, and then, but anyway, that's now been eliminated.
Yeah,
because this was a win of a team that could be 8-1 on Sunday over the Giants.
I watched just about every minute of 8 of their games. I missed the Redskins game. The Niners. Here's what they have: a quarterback that people think is not a winning quarterback. That people don't think he's a winning quarterback. They don't think that he is the kind of quarterback that you bet money on, that is a dominant quarterback, and he may not be. But what people fail to realize is that this defense is outstanding. I mean, they're outstanding.
Well, but as I said, yes, I agree clearly. Yeah. Now I agree. They didn't seem to have a signature win in that even the defense didn't have a signature dominating performance over an offense that you're going to see in the playoffs. That's what I thought. I now no longer think that, but I did. And it was the same defense last year, which was, good, but started 0-5 and ended.
No, it's not the same defense. I mean, they have Dante Whitner and they have Carlos Rogers, two guys who.
But Carlos Rogers is terrible.
Okay,
he's terrible at football.
Oh, he's an upgrade from what they had there last year, and he's not terrible at football. He's somebody who had no hands, but as people have said, as Jim Harbaugh said, you don't hire a safety or a cornerback for their hands first. You hire them to get to the play, and then you work on their hands.
But his hands...
And he gets to the play, and that's an improvement for the 49ers.
What you didn't understand as a guy who watched Carlos Rogers for years is what made him decide to play football at first.
In the first place.
Because he was averse to the ball. It was like kryptonite to him. And now, what do you have? He had 2 picks yesterday.
He has five interceptions.
I thought he had 2 yesterday, which would have been 6.
No, he had 5. Yesterday, he had 2, and
so he's got whatever. He's got 5 or 6.
Bounds. I think he's got 5.
So, and one of them was on this tremendous diving catch when he picked the ball off the ground.
No, it's been stellar. And listen, they have 2 fantastic linebackers, Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. So they have they haven't allowed a rushing touchdown this year. Yeah. Not one.
So,
not one rushing touchdown.
And it wasn't just that because last year it wasn't just the criticism of Alex Smith, which was totally valid, but it was also that Frank Gore seemed less than an elite running back, perhaps because the offensive line wasn't opening up big holes. We saw that again and again. The team had a lot of 1-yard runs last year. And then even if Alex Smith were an elite quarterback, you thought we didn't have any elite receivers. So I just think it took a while for people to accept this, but that was a terrific win yesterday.
You know how many yards rushing Gore had yesterday?
But 2,
not a lot.
Right?
Zero. He had
right.
0 rushing yards, and they still beat the Giants 27-20. I mean, they scored 27 points with 0 rushing from Frank Gore, who had 5 straight games of over 100 yards rushing. So they're a diverse offense, very different than they've been before. And they, in fairness, this is the first offensive coach that Smith or the 49ers have had in a very long time. I mean, they haven't, they had Mike Nolan and Mike Singletary, both defensive coordinators. This is the 7th offensive coordinator that Smith has had. There are a lot of excuses, but apparently those excuses were valid. I wasn't sure whether they were.
He seems like a competent. Now he seems like you could win with him. Sometimes when it's 3rd and 8, you might get 11 yards. Whereas before, you just never felt like that was a possibility.
Right. Yeah.
Now you feel like there's a quarterback who will hit an open receiver.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz along with rookie Mankiewicz, and Rookie has an important message for you. I have to pee.